Hi guys, it's Stephanie. It's Tuesday, May 2nd. So, what does May 2nd mean? May 2nd means a lot of things for different people. For me, May 2nd means that today is my son's birthday. He just turned 28. Now, me and my son haven't had a conversation in about 3 years. He just up and stopped communicating with me. But every year on May 2nd, I still reach out to him with a birthday text. I send him a happy birthday wish and I attach a picture from the web on there. Today I sent him a happy birthday wish with a picture, and I edited a small piece of music on there for him. So why do I do that? Because I love him. I love him. And maybe one day he'll realize that, and maybe we can be family again. But anyway, I'm here early at my client's home to work with him. As you know, I'm a caretaker and I love what I do. And I'm just gonna park here under the shade, and at 4:30 I'll drive in his driveway, and I'll go into his home and then begin my 4-hour time with him. So anyways, I have a few things I'd like to talk to you guys about. Maybe you guys can give me some feedback on it, maybe not. But either way, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers that's been with me for as long as I know. And if you're a first-time viewer on my channel, and if you find something that resonates with you, please consider unsubscribing. So we'll be right back with more. So anyways, I had Sunday and Monday off. I had a really, really nice day on my days off. I washed both of my vehicles and I made supper for myself. I made a salad and also some Italian sausages. And I watched a movie. That was my day yesterday. I did go for a nice ride on my Mercedes convertible. And yesterday the weather was not as calm as it is today. Today it's semi-calm with very light winds, about 10 miles an hour, off and on. But yesterday there was some really, really bad wind gusts. Yeah, and if I still have the video of the beach of how it looked like yesterday, I'll post it on here so you guys can watch. It was incredible. The white caps and the waves that was coming from the high winds was incredible. Incredible. So anyways, I've been living here now in this community for 2 months now, almost 2 months, about 7 weeks. And I'm noticing that even though I like where I live, even though it's temporary 12-month lease. I'm starting to notice different people attitude around me and how they carry themselves. When I start talking about how I feel about the people in my community, just know that it's my opinion from observing. There's a few people who I think are riffraffs in my community, so I got to keep an eye out for them. For instance, the first week that I lived here, I washed my car, and this guy, about 30 years old, was talking on his cell phone on the way to the car wash station where we wash cars. And he sort of like, he appeared to be on his cell phone, but he kept looking at me a lot. And that made me feel a little bit uneasy. And last week, when I was getting my groceries out of my car and changing vehicles so I can take my Mercedes out for a drive, I noticed another person who kept staring. Now, these are young adults in their early 20s or late teens that have this gangster-like attitude. Okay, that can be unnerving. I don't want to use that as like I'm judging them by their cover, but what else am I supposed to know? I don't know them. I don't know who they are. Should I trust people I don't know? Of course not. So anyways, I thought about how I can also fortify my home. Right now, as it stands, I have 3 cameras set up in my home. I got 2 in the living room facing one another to get different angles. And I also have one facing the staircase that goes to my vehicle and also to leave the home. I have the Ring camera inside my home, and also a camera that's facing the staircase. When you buy something new, like a Ring camera phone, not a phone, a Ring camera, the maker of the device puts out videos of homeowners who use these devices to show what it's like when you're having an intruder in your home. So these videos show real intruders trying to get in people's home or trying to steal someone's car. And these things are recorded from the Ring doorbell. Okay? So what the maker of these devices, what they're doing is, I think the algorithms can pick up where you live and show you videos of attempted burglaries or whatever right to your phone. These are burglaries and attempted car thefts around the area where you live, the city. And then it tells you how many miles they are from where you live. So I think, in a nutshell, what they try to do is they try to be like, hey, you know, if you have our service, we can record people who trip your alarm system because they're trying to break into your home or trying to break into your car. Well, I'm not about to spend $15 a month every month on a service like that. So the idea I had today was that because now I do feel a little bit uneasy about these new young men who are specking out my car, is to fortify my garage door, okay, and make it tough for them, okay. I heard that smart thieves would use their remote to try to get into their neighbor's home or homes in the community where they live by simply driving around or walking by these garages and click on their clicker to see if the clicker and the neighbor's garage door opener is on the same wavelength. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. So that put me on the edge. What I did today was I disconnected my garage door opener, but I locked it. I locked it so it doesn't lift up. Okay? I'm not going to tell you how I locked it, but I disabled it from lifting up, because I think if you disconnect the garage door opener, they may be able to roll it up, because my garage doesn't have a handle that twists to lock. So I had to make my own lock from the inside. So I disabled the track so the wheels don't roll. Okay. Plus, I disconnected the garage door opener. One thing that I read today was that if you have a clicker remote, you should never leave it in your visor in your car, because while you're at work, while your car's parked, if somebody breaks into your vehicle, then they can take the clicker, but they can also steal the contents. And some of the contents that we have in our car is our registration. Our automobile registration have our address on it, okay? And if they steal your car and steal the contents and the clicker for the garage door opener, they know where you live, okay? And they'll go by with the clicker when you're home or not home and get into your home via the garage. In my case, they'll steal everything in my garage, including my car, if they break into my car and take the clicker. So the other thing I'm not going to do anymore is ding ding, remove the clicker. Never leave the garage door opener in your visor in your car, because if it gets stolen, then everything is going to get stolen. So I don't leave that in my car anymore. And I'm so glad that I read that today when I was doing some research. Yeah. So yesterday was Monday. I had an appointment to be at the DMV to renew my registration on my car, my Mercedes. And I also had to go in also because I had to request a copy of my title. And this vehicle that you're seeing me in now has been paid off, and I received the title of it yesterday, because the auto lending, Capital One, they released it from their lien. So now this car here is mine, technically. If I don't have a title to something, then technically I wouldn't own it. So when they tried to pull up information on my Mercedes, that was a different thing happening there. Because that lender, called Ally, at the time, yesterday morning, they hadn't released my title yet from the lien. Okay, but afterwards I called them up while parked at the parking lot at DMV, and I explained to them why they haven't contacted me or released the lien on my Mercedes. And the answer was that it was supposed to happen yesterday evening. So if I had gone to the DMV, let's say 3 o'clock or 3:30, it might have been released. So now what I'm going to do is, sometimes today, I'm going to go online and find out if it's actually released. Because also I found out that there are other ways how you can get your title other than going to the DMV. And you can save a lot more money. I'd rather do it that way than cough out money after money after money like I've been doing. So that's what's happened today, guys. I would say it's safe to say that pretty soon I'll be getting my title of that vehicle too. Yeah, I've been looking forward to it. So that's what's happening right now, guys. Not a whole lot, just the usual stuff. A lot of loose ends. I also paid most all of my revolving utility bills that I get every month. And that's one less thing I got to worry about. So, excuse me. So that's what's happening in my little old life. And in about 5 minutes here, I'm going to be walking to my client's home and begin my scheduled shift with him. So I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll be talking to you guys very, 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 very soon. Bye-bye.